I mentioned that the audio in these videos seemed to be too low. My natural speaking voice is kind of quiet, or my default volume. So I went and looked for some microphones that might improve things. And I looked around on Amazon, and this one looks like a good choice. PowerDeWise Lav mic. So let's try it out and see what difference it makes. Oh, nice little case there. Thank you for choosing them. Okay, with a discount code. There you go. Mic 10 off. Didn't expect a little case. Alright, so we have an extension cable, and there are a bunch of choices for lav mics. This one specifically, I was looking for one that had the TRRS, or the 4 connector type cable that would connect directly to an iPhone. It also comes with a little adapter for using with the other style, and some spare windscreen type things. So, little Velcro ties. This is a pretty nice little package. This costs $17.77 from Amazon. And let's give it a try here and see how it sounds. Clip it on here. And first of all, I'm curious whether the some pieces of equipment have a switch in the audio jack that detects when something is plugged in. So it doesn't actually have to be connected to anything. Just inserting the plug on an extension cable, for example, will turn off the internal microphone, but with nothing connected, you won't hear any audio at all. So I'm not sure whether the iPhone does that or not. So let me plug that in and see what happens. Let's see if you can hear it after this. So here comes the extension cable plugging in. Maybe if I can find the hole. Here we go. All right, can you hear that? I'll have to check later and see if that's audible. Now let's plug in the lav mic. Might be some clicks and noise here. All right, and now I'm using the lav mic. Let's see how that sounds. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, plugging in the extension cable did not shut off the internal microphone, just the cable. But also, it didn't seem to make any difference at all when I plugged this in. It really seems like it was still using the internal microphone. I mean, it was such identical sound. I'd expect it to be totally different or something, so I'm not sure that this actually was active. So let me try plugging this again without the extension cord. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is now with the lav mic working, I hope. And let's see if that does anything. Okay, yeah, that definitely made a difference. So I wonder if there's something wrong with this extension cable. Let me try it again. All right, so I'm going to go from the lav mic 1, 2, 3. Built-in mic 1, 2, 3. Plug in the extension cable. Extension cable in 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's find the end of this. And then let's try the lav mic again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, so either the extension cable is bad, or maybe the iPhone is not noticing when you initially plug in just the extension cable, it then doesn't detect a microphone and kind of writes it off as useless and continues to use the internal microphone, and maybe doesn't even notice when you connect the microphone later. So let me try these together. Rather than plugging in the extension first and then plugging in the lav mic, let me have these connected and then try the lav mic. All right, so this is built-in microphone 1, 2, 3, and lav mic 1, 2, 3. Maybe that made a difference. Unfortunately, that does not seem to have made a difference. I think that this extension cable is just bad. It seems to make no difference if which order I plug things in. It just doesn't recognize the microphone when it's connected through this. So that's a bit disappointing. I'm going to have to get another 4-conductor TRRS extension cable and see if it works better. Because one thing I liked about the idea of the extension cable is I could leave this connected to the iPhone, and then if I have to step away, I can then plug at this level without bumping the camera, and so on. But by the way, TRRS stands for tip, ring, sleeve. The normal 2-conductor or 3-conductor style is tip, ring, sleeve, and then the mono would be tip and ring. So, which by the way are the code names for or code names, but the names for the two wires in a telephone circuit. They're called tip and ring because originally these were used, or the larger version of these, the 1/8 inch version, were used on telephone switchboards, and the tip and ring corresponded to the tip and ring wires in the phone circuit. Anyway, so a bit disappointing that the extension cable doesn't seem to work. Otherwise, it's a reasonably nice package. The audio seems to be pretty good. It's louder without me having to remember to speak up, which I'll forget to do. So overall, it seems like an improvement, but boy, that's kind of disappointing. So I'll get another extension cable and try this again. One last thing worth mentioning, although the extension cable doesn't work, this is a reasonably long cable in the microphone itself. I mean, I'm still connected to it, and I've got all of this. So let me disconnect it here, and you can see how long it is, and also here, once again, the difference in audio. So I'm going to kind of quadruple it up there, fit it in shot. So that's 4 feet, more than 4 feet. It's a reasonable distance, so it's not terrible without the extension cord. I was just sort of looking forward to having the extension cord as well. Oh well. So anyway, there it is. There's the difference in audio, and tell me if you think it's better. Thanks. Okay, I was playing around with it some more, and two odd things I noticed. Last time it worked, and I did have it plugged in before I started recording, so maybe that makes a difference. Trying again with it plugged in before I start. We'll see if that makes a difference. But also, I noticed that when I was trying to unplug it, this is what happened. This cover comes off. It's like if the glue didn't stick. So maybe that's part of the problem. But also, it's odd that this bit of heat shrink, you'd think it would be heat shrunk here to the wire, and then, this would be slid over and it'd be heat shrunk to the wire, and that would hold it in or something. But the heat shrink seems to be going with the, I'm not sure how well you can see that. The heat shrink is connected to the shell here, not to the wire. Seems a little odd, but all right. So maybe this is recording through the lav mic, maybe not. I'm going to try unplugging and replugging it again just to see what happens. So still plugged in. Now it's unplugged, and I'm using presumably the internal microphone. It hasn't gone completely quiet. That lav mic back in. So let's see what happens. All right, and this time I'm going to try to start recording without the lav mic and plug it in. And now it's plugged in. What did that do? All right, well, that seems to have worked as well. So now this appears to be working, this extension cable, but I just don't trust it anymore. Since it wasn't working initially, I can't be sure that it'll work every time. And this doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. And it doesn't really seem to be repairable. This seems just, solid. There doesn't seem to be any way to get it apart to check that. Now that connector, this one seems to be solidly glued, so I'm not sure that there's really anything to do with this other than just, I don't know, throw it out maybe. So for now I'm going to stick just with the microphone itself, which seems to be okay, and try to get another extension cable, see how that works. So kind of a mixed review on this unit. There are cheaper ones that don't include an extension cable, and maybe they're better value for money. I don't know. Or odds are if you buy one of these, it'll have a working extension cable. It's probably just this just this one. It's not probably not all bad, But kind of disappointing and a mixed review on this item. So until next time. Okay, this is the last clip, I promise. I was packing up and I just realized, I said it was about a 4-foot long cable. Actually, it says right in front of me, and I didn't notice, 59-inch mic cord. So basically 5 feet. Oh well. Until next time.